couple of minutes, we'll let them in progress. But business owners of all types and sizes deal with things that no one else does. To grow a successful business, you must be competent in 10 critical areas. And learning these 10 critical areas will grow revenue, increase profit, save time, reduce your stress, and ultimately help more customers live a better life because they have your product or service as a solution to their problem. But most business owners started a business because they had a great idea. And they never actually learned how to grow a business. You learn to help people. I mean, we all have a skill. They make it up as they go along, and it's costing them. Now, probably figured out enough to stay open, but few ever actually really learned these 10 areas. And you learned a skill and you learned how to help people and solve problems. So much so that you decided to open a business. And even though you figured things out and managed to move ahead and keep working, you're probably working too hard, just pushing through. It's costing you. And that means you're not serving as many customers as you could be. Well, these 10 characteristics are going to help you grow. So what are the key characteristics every business owner needs to succeed? These 10 areas. You need to have clear communication frameworks so ideas are understood, remembered, and inspire change. Management and leadership to unite a team in both purpose and direction. Messaging that's clear so it connects with customers. Marketing and sales frameworks that increase conversions. You need productivity and execution plans that save time and increase profit. Now, we have a lot to cover in just a few minutes, so stay tuned to the end to get access to the free business MRI. In just a few minutes, you'll be able to see how healthy your business is in each one of these critical areas. The first one is know how a business really works. You need a quick, simple system to understand what your numbers are telling you. They should tell you a story every day, but you don't have time to dig through lots of complicated reports. Know your business really works by knowing what is causing your cash flow. Keep your overhead down. Are you wasting money on things that you just don't need? And you should always be looking to increase efficiency of production, sales, marketing. Are they actually working? Now, with this, you cannot rely on lag measures. Those are the things that already happened. You can't change the past. You need to have a set of lead measures so that you can accurately predict future money and future business that's coming in. Without a system to see your cash flow and forecast the income that you're going to be coming in, you leave the future of your business at risk. You also need to be a leader that casts a clear vision. And repeat that vision. Just once isn't enough. Your team needs to know why what they're doing every day is important. Repeat that vision over and over. Create a memorable mission statement. Right now, can you recite your mission statement from memory? Can anyone on your team recite the mission statement? That should be something that drives every person on your team. Define the key characteristics. Do you know what type of people succeed in your organization and what type of people just aren't a good fit? Have a clear definition. And then know the critical actions that need to be repeated every day for people to succeed. Does everyone on your team know exactly what they need to do? The actual tasks and steps to achieve the company mission. If your team isn't clear about what they need to do and why it matters, they're not going to be an efficient team. Even worse, over 50% of the American workforce right now confesses to being disengaged at work. They're not going to be a motivated team. When you have a clear vision, a memorable mission statement, you're going to increase productivity and lower turnover, even in entry-level jobs. You need to know how to be personally productive. Having ideas is different from having goals. You must have a goal-setting system and a process to actually achieve them. So to be personally productive, reverse engineer your life so that you know where you're going. When you know the destination, you can actually build a path backwards to reach it. But if you're living every day, just dealing with whatever happens and whatever comes up, it means you're missing the opportunity to make an impact. You need to have a long-term and a short-term vision for your life and your company. Without it, again, you're going to be drifting off course. And create a morning ritual so you get the most important work done. When you understand why mornings are so important, it actually gets you out of bed. And without a solid morning routine, the chances of your success dip dramatically. Fourth characteristic, every business owner needs, and this is a big one, you need to know how to clarify a message. Having a clear message that anyone can understand in 3 to 5 seconds will catapult your business's success. When you know how to clarify a message, you eliminate confusion. Donald Miller always says, when you confuse, you lose. Well, understand that confusion is costing millions. Literally, we're bombarded with messages. In order for the message to land, it has to be clear. Make sure you're telling a story and it's the right story. Now, that's something that lots of people are telling about. Story gets a lot of hype these days, but knowing how to tell a story and what story to tell makes all the difference. If you don't invite your customers into a story, they just aren't going to listen. There are only 7 story elements that you need to have, and then use them over and over. All marketing should be an exercise in memorization, so you should be telling the same story so that your customers know and are clear about what you do. Then use those sound bites to populate all of your marketing collateral. You need to understand how to build a marketing campaign. Now, there are tons of social media platforms and literally thousands of media outlets. They're just all too happy to take your advertising money, put it in their pocket, and they don't care if you get a return or not. But real marketing should be an investment. And that means that for every dollar you spend in marketing and advertising, you should be getting more back. Knowing how to build an effective marketing campaign means that when you invest in advertising and marketing, you're building your business. So understand how to build that. Know the phases of a customer relationship. Do you have an on-ramp for your customer? Do they know what to do next? Does your current method generate sales? And can you track that process? If you don't have a sales funnel, you're literally leaving money just laying on the table. It's like you're telling customers you don't want them to do business with you. So having an effective marketing campaign will build your business. And that means you won't be spending money on stuff that just doesn't work. So we've covered a lot already, and I know I'm moving fast, but we just have a few minutes. I don't want to waste your entire lunch hour. But stay with me. In addition to the business MRI, where you can self-diagnose how healthy your business is, I'm going to drop later the link to the How to Grow a Business checklist so that you're going to have that step-by-step guide for all of these areas. You're going to want to be sure that you download that before you leave today. But again, each one of those is coming up towards the end, hang with me. But number 6 is probably wondering why on earth is knowing how to sell so far down the list. Well, if you've mastered each of those first 5 pieces, it's going to make selling so much more simple. Know how to sell. Position your customer as the hero. This is the single most powerful paradigm shift I've ever used to increase sales. When you position your customer as the hero and not your business, you become the guide role. It all goes back to that story piece. When you know how to tell a story and what type of story to tell, you understand that the hero is what your customer is, and you're the guide. Luke Skywalker was never able to blow up the Death Star until Yoda showed him how to do it. When you tell your customers that you've helped more people just like them solve the problem that they have, they become that hero in the story. You become the guide that offers them the way through. Your product and service then becomes the solution to their problem. And then, again, going back to story, you got to tell them, what is life going to be like after? The hero for your customer is the most powerful. The second most powerful is the simple formula: problem, solution, life after. That formula will connect with more customers. Remember, we said earlier, you only have 3 to 5 seconds max to get their attention. So tell them what problem you solve and how your product or solution is going to solve that. Then tell them what life's going to be like after they've used your product and service. Be a good communicator. All communication should do 3 things. It should be understood, it should be interesting, and it should inspire change. So understanding how to be a great communicator means that you can create specific talking points and it's going to be understood by your audience. If you're in a big team, creating those talking points means that anybody on your team should be able to execute these same frameworks. You're also going to get buy-in from your audience. They're going to understand what you want them to do because you're going to give them a clear call to action. They're going to know the action that they're supposed to take by listening to your communication. So also, going back to story, foreshadow that climactic scene. Tell them what life is going to be like when they take the action that you want them. Now, I'm running quick. If you're starting to get overwhelmed, it's okay. Stay with me to the end. In addition to the free resources, the free business MRI, plus the free Grow a Business checklist download, which is the step-by-step guide for all of these principles, you're also going to learn about the 4-week business owners group. It's going to transform your business into a profit-generating machine. So just stay tuned. We'll get to all those. But next, know how to be a good negotiator. All day, every day, from what do you want for dinner to are you getting the right price on your lease or the next car that you're going to buy. We negotiate all day, every day. And really, there's only 2 types of negotiation. Understanding from the outset which type you're in is going to make sure that you get the desired outcome. And when you have a framework to negotiate on, it means you're going to close more deals. And not only close more deals, you're actually going to get the terms that you want, the results that you're looking for. And hopefully, if you in one of the 2 types of negotiations, you're going to make it a win-win so that everybody comes out on top. Understand how to manage people. It never ceases to amaze me how many professional athletes that are elite in their field, the best in the world, will sit there on the sideline and be yelled at by a coach. Again, these are the most elite athletes on the planet, and they'll listen to a coach yell at them. But do you know why? It's actually really simple when I understood this one thing. That athlete knows one thing, that managing people is helping others win. They know that that coach wants nothing more than to help them win. When you manage people and they understand that you want them to win, they are going to trust you. They're going to follow you. Then tell them how they know if they've won. You know, Tom Brady would never set foot on a football field if it didn't have the yard markers and the goal lines. How on earth would they know if he scored? The same thing goes for your team. Track performance indicators. Make sure they know what is expected of them. That way they're never surprised whether they crossed the goal line and scored the touchdown or if they got cut short. Give them a path to actually win so that they know. And then give valuable feedback. Don't tell them you can do better or you missed your goal. Give them feedback that actually is going to help them. If you leave your team to wander on their own, hoping they're going to stumble across the finish line, you're going to be disappointed. They're going to be confused, and everyone is going to be wasting time and money. And lastly, again, I know I've flown through these things, but you need a system that everyone understands so that projects get completed, details don't get missed, and customer expectations are not only met, but exceeded. You need to know how to run an execution system. Kick off every project with a launch meeting so that everyone knows who is doing what, when it needs to be completed, and then can track the progress. Everyone should know their personal and their department's top 5 priorities each week, and it should be a visual thing. Anybody that walks into the office or the cubicle or any workspace should be able to look at the wall and say, these are the things that they're working on. This is the progress they're making. That way, you never miss deadlines, because without a system, projects don't get completed. Great ideas are never executed on. The next best product or service for your company never gets off the ground. And customers are disappointed. You not only fail to meet their expectations, but you don't give them the products and services that they need to live better. So, to grow a healthy business, these are the 10 critical areas that every business owner needs to have, needs to execute. When you have all 10 of these pieces in place, your business will grow. It's going to be strong. You're going to attract not only the top talent that wants to work with you because you've defined a clear mission statement, but it's going to generate new customers because you're solving problems. You're being clear about how you can make their life better. It's also going to transform your existing customers into ravenous fans. They're going to become your new unpaid sales force because they love you so much and you do things over and above and you never drop the details. These 10 areas make your business so much stronger, so much more effective. But without any one of them, it's really easy to waste too much time and worry too much. When any of these critical areas are lacking, you're missing opportunities. So, how healthy is your business? How do you know? Right now, let me go into chat and drop the link. Man, this is tough being a one-man show. Here we go. So there is a link for, let me stop sharing so you don't see me jump through all these hoops for just a second, because I've got a bunch of different windows open here so I can get this to you. I really need an assistant, technical assistant, to drop this stuff into chat for me. Here we go. And while I'm here bouncing around, here is the link for the How to Grow a Business checklist as well. So both of those are in your chat now. And you've got access to those. Again, make sure that you download that Grow a Business checklist. It has got step-by-step for each of these critical areas, and you can start now. Take just a few minutes and click on the link, get that window open for the free business MRI. Just a few minutes, you'll be able to answer a handful of questions and really see where you're crushing it and where you have opportunities to build, to grow. So again, self-diagnose those areas. Before we leave, again, went pretty quickly through all this stuff, but these areas are going to help you grow your business. I want you to get results. I actually want you to transform your business into a profit-generating machine. There's a way that you can do that. Information is great, but it doesn't do any good if you don't actually put it into action. If you don't do anything with it, then hopefully you've been entertained, if nothing else. But I want you to put this stuff into action. Got just a couple of minutes left. I'm going to get you out of here on time, I promise. I want you to join the 4-week Business Owners Group. In just 4 weeks, 90-minute sessions each week, we're going to walk you through each one of these. You're going to get money-making frameworks. Every session starts with a money-making idea and then a lesson plan so that you see what we're going to be focusing on. You're going to start communicating clearly and connecting with more customers. Again, know where to focus, know what opportunities you've been missing, but you're going to be able to take advantage of. This whole 4-week program is just $497. In 1 month, you're going to have a step-by-step path to start transforming your business into a profit-generating machine. Plus, you're going to connect with other business owners. This group is just for people who own businesses. So having that support and network is priceless. Plus getting all the frameworks and the systems to start transforming your company, to save you time, to make you money, to reduce your stress, to make sure that you worry less. Again, I want you to join this 4-week Business Owners Group. Starts May 4th, Tuesday afternoons. I want you to go to clearmessagecoach.com. Brand new landing page just for this program. Go to clearmessagecoach.com and sign up today. In the meantime, again, go back to, if you haven't already done it, go back to the chat box, click on that free business MRI to start self-diagnosing the critical areas of your business. And then head back over to clearmessagecoach.com and sign up for the 4-week Business Owners Group. There we are, 27 minutes in. Promised you I wouldn't keep you long. Hope you have a great rest of your lunch hour, and I can't wait to help you build your business.